Welcome to lecture 5 of database management systems normalization. So let us consider this question which appears in GATE 2018. We are provided with 4 schemas, and for each schema we have been given the non-trivial functional dependencies, and we have been asked to find out which of these relational schemas is in 3NF but not in BCNF. So if you look at these schemas, let us see one by one. The schema 1, we have a course registration database. So in schema 1 we have two attributes, roll number and courses. Roll number is the primary key and courses is a set valued attribute. So this particular student, how many courses he has registered, so there will be a set of courses here, and so the dependency will be if two roll numbers are having the same value, then the list of courses registered will also be same, or the courses registered will also depend on roll number. Let us look at schema 2. So here we have roll number, course ID and email. So here the courses in schema 1 we have a set value attribute, but here it is unrolled into individual courses. So for every student we are going to capture what are all the courses he has registered by course ID and the email of the student. And in third schema, not only we have roll number and course ID, but what is the marks that is been obtained by in each of these courses by a particular student. And these marks can also have a grade, something like 90 and above is S grade, and say 80 and above is A grade, and so on. So here the functional dependencies are roll number and course ID. They together determine the marks that has been obtained, or the marks depends on which student and in which course he has enrolled in. Similarly, grade depends on what is the mark range that is being obtained. So here in schema 2, if you see the second functional dependency, if two emails are same, then their roll numbers are same. So that means we are capturing the email of a student, and this email is going to be unique for each student. So roll number depends on the email. And in schema 4, we have roll number, course ID, and how many credits are there for this particular course. So this is very clear that the credit, it depends only on the course and not on roll number. And the first functional dependency, it says that the combination of both roll number and course ID determines the credit. So let us first find which relation schema is in 3NF. So once we find that, let us see whether it is in BCNF or not. So let us consider an example and populate the schemas that are given. So let us consider roll number 101, set of all courses is C1, C2, and for roll number 102, set of all courses is C1. So this is our schema 1. And the functional dependency that holds in this schema is if two roll numbers are same, then the set of courses registered will be same. So here the same example represented in registration schema 2, it is 101 we will have course ID C1, and for C2 we will have another tuple stating 101 and C2, because the primary key for this schema is roll number and course ID. and it is the same roll number, so their emails are same because email depends on roll number. And considering the same example in schema 3, so for 101 we have the course ID C1. What is the marks that has been obtained by 101 in C1, and what is the marks that has been obtained by 101 in C2, and corresponding grades. So if it is 80 and above, so if you take the first tuple and third tuple, both are 80 to 90, so the grades are A. And the second tuple has 90 and above, so the grade is AS. So it is very clear that the roll number and course ID, it determines the marks, also it determines the grade, but grade, it actually depends only on the marks that has been obtained as per second functional difference. So let us consider the fourth schema. So here we have roll number, course ID and credit. So credit, it depends only on the course ID. It doesn't depend on roll number. So let us see what is the definition of first normal form. So for each of these relation schemas, we have to find out whether they are in 3NF. So that is our first part of the question. So let us see what do you mean by 1NF or first normal form. In first normal form, we should not have any multi-valued attributes or any composite attributes. An example for composite attribute is address, where we have a street number, street name, the village name or the area, and then the city and pin code. So that is an example for composite attribute. An example for multi-valued attribute is, so if you consider schema 1, we have a multi-valued attribute here, courses, where the value that is present in the courses field, it can be more than one. So this is a multi-valued attribute or a set of values. So such values or such design, it is not allowed in first normal form. So if you see here, so here we have a set valued attribute or multi-valued attribute. So as a result, this schema is not in first normal form. Whereas if you consider here in schema 2, here we don't have roll number, it is a single valued attribute. Course ID, again it is a single valued attribute. Email is also single valued attribute. So here the design, it is in first normal form. So let us consider the second normal form. Now to check whether a relation is in second normal form, it should satisfy first normal form, and also this additional constraint should be satisfied. So the additional constraint, it states that every non-prime attribute should be fully functionally dependent on the primary key. So if we consider the functional dependency X determines Y, it is called as a fully functionally dependent if we remove any attribute from X and still the dependency holds, then that is called as a partial functional dependency. So such a case should not be there. So removing an A from X and still it determines Y, then that means that is a partial dependency. So let us consider schema 4. So here the primary key is roll number and course ID, and we have the third field credit, and these are the functional dependencies that are present in the schema. Roll number, course ID determines credit, and course ID determines credit. Our credit depends only on course ID. So if you see, first let us see whether this is in first normal form. Roll number, course ID, credit, all are single valued attributes. So it doesn't have any composite attributes or multi-valued attributes. So this schema is in first normal form. To check whether the schema is in second normal form, we have to check whether there are any partial dependencies. Now suppose in a schema we have only one field as primary key, then that schema will be in 2NF by default. Here, the primary key consists of two attributes, roll number as well as course ID. And credit, if you see credit depends not on the whole primary key, because so credit doesn't depend on a combination of roll number and course ID. Credit only depends on course ID alone. So this second dependency, course ID determines credit. This is a partial functional dependency, because credit is not fully functionally dependent on the primary key, roll number, comma, course ID. So this schema, it is not in second normal form. So let us see the definition of third normal form. So a relation is in third normal form if it satisfies second normal form, and there should not be any transitive dependencies. Now what do you mean by transitive dependency? So when we have, say, x determines z and z determines y, if both of these functional dependencies are present in a relation, then from x gives z and z gives y, we can be sure that x also determines y directly. So that is called as a transitive dependency. And for a relation in third normal form, there should not be any transitive dependencies. There is another definition for third normal form which states that whenever a functional dependency holds in a relation, either the left hand side should be a super key or the right hand side should be a prime attribute. Now what do you mean by a prime attribute? A prime attribute is an attribute which is part of a candidate key. So there can be many keys present for a given relation, and then in that case each of these keys are called as a candidate key, and one of them is designated as a primary key. So for 3NF, for every functional dependency that holds in a relation, either x should be a super key, that is the left hand side, or a, the right hand side, should be a prime attribute. So let us consider schema 3. So here we have roll number and course ID. Combination of this is primary key, and we have marks, and then we have grade. Now we don't have any multivalued attribute or composite attribute, so this relation is in first normal form. Next, to check whether it is in second normal form, let us check whether there are any partial functional dependencies. Now if we take grade depends on marks, and this functional dependency, it doesn't say anything about the primary key. Now what do you mean by partial functional dependency? Only any non-prime attribute, if it is dependent on a part of a primary key, only then it is called as a partial functional dependency. So here we don't have that scenario, so this relation is in second normal form. Now let us check whether it is in third normal form. For that we have to check whether there are any transitive dependencies. Now if we take grade depends on marks. According to the second functional dependency, grade depends on marks. And what does mark depend on? So marks depends on a combination of roll number and course ID. So here we have, so this is our x and this is our y, marks is our y. So we have x gives y, and then we have y which is marks, that gives grade is our z. So here we have a transitive dependency, that grade depends on marks and marks depends on the primary key. So this relation, it is not in 3NF. So if you look at the schemas, the first schema, it is not in first normal form itself. Now if you take the fourth one, it is not in second normal form, because we have a partial functional dependency. If you consider the third schema, now this is having a transitive dependency, so it is not in third normal form. So the only thing that we are left with is schema 2. So in schema 2, let us see whether it is in first normal form. So we don't have any multivalued or composite, so it is in first normal form. And let us check whether there are any partial dependencies. Now if you look at email, now email determines roll number. Email doesn't depend on roll number. See, this is email gives roll number. If two emails are same, the roll number should be same. It is not the other way around. So as a result, this is not a partial dependency. This is completely a different functional dependency that holds in this relation. Suppose if left hand side is a roll number and right hand side is email, then we have a partial dependency. So here the primary key is roll number and course ID, and email, it is not having any partial dependency. So as a result, this schema is in second normal form because there are no partial dependency. Next, let us check whether this schema is in third normal form. So for third normal form, so let us apply the second definition that we have here. Now whenever any non-trivial functional dependency holds in R, either the left hand side should be a super key or right hand side should be a prime attribute. Now consider the first functional dependency. Roll number comma course ID determines email. Now here the left hand side is a primary key. The left hand side is a super key. So this functional dependency satisfies 3NF. Now what about email gives roll number? So in email gives roll number, left hand side whether it is a super key? No, it is not a super key. But what about roll number? The right hand side is a prime attribute. What do you mean by prime attribute? It should be a part of primary key. So or it should be part of a candidate key. So roll number, if you consider roll number, the primary key of this table is roll number comma course ID, and roll number is a part of primary key, so it is a prime attribute. So as per the general definition of third normal form, this schema 2, it is in third normal form. So both these functional dependencies holds in the schema, and it also satisfies the general definition of third normal. So second schema, it is in 3NF. So we have completed the first part of the question, which says which of the following relational schemas is in 3NF. So now we know that only schema 2 is in 3NF. But coming to the second part of the question, we have to check whether it is in BCNF. So let us consider the definition of BCNF. Now to check whether a relation is in BCNF, BCNF is stricter than 3NF. So in 3NF general definition, we have for every functional dependency that holds in R, left hand side should be super key or right hand side should be a prime attribute. If we eliminate the second condition, then we get a BCNF. So for every functional dependency, X gives A holds in R, X should be a super key. We don't have the condition for the right hand side. So let us consider schema 2. So as we discussed previously, if we take the first functional dependency, the left hand side is a primary key. This is a super key. So it is in BCNF. And what about the second functional dependency? Your left hand side is not email, right? So it is not a super key. Now which is evident from this table. Now if you see 101, every time 101 registers a new course, we have to repeat this email. And as a result, this email, it is not a candidate key in this relation. So this relation, it is in third normal form, but it is not in BCNF. So if you consider roll number, comma course ID determines email, your left hand side is a super key, so this is in BCNF. But if you consider the second functional dependency, email gives roll number, left hand side is not a super key, so it is not in BCNF. But right hand side, if you see, this is a prime attribute, so it is in 3NF. So the answer to this question is schema 2 is the only schema that is in 3NF, but it is not in BCNF. So let us consider the second question. So this appears in GATE 2016. We are given with a database of research articles. So we have a volume, then we have a number, start page, end page, title, year, and price. And the primary key is given. So the primary key is a combination of volume, number, start page, and end page. And these are the list of functional dependencies that holds on this relation. We have volume, number, start page, and end page, which is the primary key determining title. Similarly, it also determines price, but only here it is dependent on only volume and number, not on the entire primary key. Now this is our first schema. Now this schema, it is decomposed into two tables like this. Say we have volume, number, start page, end page, title, and price in one relation, and in another relation we have only volume, number, and year. So this year it is separated from this table, and for volume, number, and year we have created a separate table, and for first table we have removed year from them. So this is the revised schema, and the same three functional dependencies we should also hold in these two relations put together are in the schema. These functional dependencies should also hold. Now the question is, which is the weakest normal form that the new one satisfies but the old one does not? So to answer this question, let us find what is the strongest normal form that is satisfied by the first schema, and similarly what is the strongest normal form that is satisfied by the revised schema. Now what do you mean by strongest normal form? So among first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, BCNF, now which is the strongest one? So it is going to be BCNF. And which is the weakest normal form? Weakest normal form is your first normal form. If a relation is in say BCNF, it satisfies first normal form, it also satisfies second normal form, it also satisfies third normal form, it also satisfies BCNF. And BCNF is the strongest normal form it satisfies, and first normal form is the weakest normal form it satisfies. So to answer this question, let us find out what is the strongest normal form applicable for the first schema and also for the revised schema. So the primary key for first schema is volume, number, start page, and end page, and then we have three non-prime attributes: title, year, and price. So consider the first functional dependency. We have volume, number, start page, and end page determining title. Second functional dependency, we have volume and number determining year. Third functional dependency, volume, number, start page and end page determining price. First, let us check whether this schema is in first normal form. Now, there are no atomic attributes. All are atomic attributes. There are no multivalued or composite attributes. So, as a result, this schema is in first normal form. Next, we have to consider whether this is in second normal form. So, what do you mean by second normal form? So, there should not be any partial dependencies. We should always have only fully functional dependencies. So, if we consider the first functional dependency, volume, number, start page, end page and title. So, title depends on the entire primary key. And what about price? According to the third functional dependency, price depends on a combination of volume, number, start page and end page. So, price also it is dependent on the entire primary key. What about the second functional dependency? Second functional dependency states that volume number determines year. So, as a result, if you see, year depends only on volume and number, a combination of volume and number. It doesn't depend on start page or end page. So, here it is not fully functionally dependent on primary key. It is only partially dependent on volume and number and not on the four attributes. So, if you consider the second functional dependency, this is a partial functional dependency, whereas FD1 and FD3 are fully functionally dependent. So, this schema it is not in second normal form. Now, by definition, if a schema is not in second normal form, it will also be not in third normal form, and as a result, it will not be in BCNF. So, the strongest or the highest normal form obtained by the schema is only 1NF. It is not in second normal form, it is not in 3NF, it is not in BCNF. So, similarly, let us consider the revised schema and find out what is the strongest normal form achieved by the schema. So, here we have two relations. First relation has volume, number, start page, end page, title and price. Second one has volume, number and year. And we have the three functional dependencies. Now, there is a concept called as preserving functional dependencies whenever we decompose relation. So, here in the original relation, this is a single relation, and in the revised relation, this single table it is divided into two tables. This is table 1 and this is table 2, and all the functional dependencies that are present in the original table that should be preserved when you perform this decomposition. So, that's what we mean by preserving functional dependencies. So, the three functional dependencies it should be satisfied in any one of the tables. So, consider the first functional dependency. We have volume, number, start page, end page determining title. So, this can be checked in the first relation. What about second functional dependency? Volume, number gives year. This can be checked in the second table or second relation. And third one, volume, number, start page, end page determining price. This can be checked in the first table again. So, this decomposition is preserving functional dependencies. All the functional dependencies we are able to check. Now, let us see whether this schema 2 or the revised schema, whether it is in first normal form. So, as stated previously, all these attributes are atomic attributes, so it is in first normal form. Now, let us check whether it is in second normal form. Now, if you consider the first table satisfies FD1 and FD3. What about FD2? FD2 it needs year the attribute year. Year is not present in first table. So we can't check second functional dependency here. Year can be checked only in second table. So FD2, it is valid in second table. And if you look at what is the primary key for second table, the primary key for second table is combination of volume and year, volume and number. Whereas the primary key for first table is volume, number, start page and end page. So if you look at title, title depends on the entire primary key according to FD1, and price, it also depends on the entire primary key according to FD3, and according to FD2, volume and number is the primary key, and year depends fully on the primary key, volume and number now. So as a result, the schema 2, it is in second normal form because there are no partial dependencies present. Now let us consider whether the schema is in 3NF. Now title, it depends directly on the primary key. Price depends directly on primary key. Year also, it depends directly on primary key. So there are no transitive dependencies present in this schema. So since there are no transitive dependencies, this schema is in 3NF. It is in 3NF. Now applying the general definition of 3NF. So whenever we have functional dependency holds in R, either left hand side should be a super key or right hand side should be a prime attribute. Let us consider for schema 2. So in FD1, now this is checked in table 1. In table 1, the left hand side is a primary key. What about FD3? Again, left hand side is a primary key and it can be checked in table 1. What about FD2? Left hand side is a primary key because it can be checked in second table. So it is in 3NF. And as you can see, all the left hand sides of these functional dependencies are super keys. So it is also in BCNF. Now the question is, which is the weakest normal form that the new database satisfies, but the old one does not? So the strongest normal form that is satisfied by the old one is first normal form. And the strongest normal form that is satisfied by the revised one, this one, it is BCNF. Whereas the first one, it is only in 1NF. Now the weakest form of the new one, the new one, it is in 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and BCNF. Old one, it is only in first normal form. We have to find the weakest normal form that is satisfied by new one. Now both of them satisfies 1NF, so we can omit that. And what is the weakest form of the new one that is satisfied but old one does not? So that is second normal form, because here in the old one, it doesn't satisfy 2NF, it also doesn't satisfy 3NF, it also doesn't satisfy BCNF. But the new one, it satisfies 2NF, 3NF and BCNF. Among them, which one is the weakest? It is 2NF. So the answer is, which is the weakest normal form that the new database satisfies, but the old one does not? It is 2NF. So these are the references. Thank you.